This mission officially never happened. No records, no names, no proof. During the Vietnam War, there were teams sent into places the US claimed it wasn't even fighting. Laos, Cambodia, deep behind enemy lines. If they were captured, the government would deny they were ever there. This was the secret war inside Vietnam, and the men who fought it didn't exist. By the mid-1960s, the Vietnam War wasn't just being fought in Vietnam. North Vietnamese forces were moving troops and supplies through a vast network known as the Ho Chi Minh Trail, cutting through Laos and Cambodia. Officially, those countries were neutral, but in reality, they had become the most dangerous battlegrounds in the war. The US needed eyes inside that territory, and that's where MACV-SOG came in. MACV-SOG, Military Assistance Command, Vietnam, Studies and Observations Group, a name that meant nothing and everything. It wasn't a normal unit. It didn't officially exist. Its missions were classified at the highest level. Operators were pulled from elite units, special forces, Navy SEALs, recon teams. Their job, cross borders, gather intelligence, disrupt enemy operations, and survive, if they could. A typical mission started before sunrise. Small teams, sometimes just 6 to 12 men, would be inserted by helicopter into dense jungle, already deep inside enemy territory. Jungle terrain with no visible boundaries or safe areas. Soldiers move cautiously through dense vegetation. Enemy figures lurk in the shadows, watching and tracking their movement. No front lines, no safe zones. Their objective was simple on paper: observe enemy movement along the Ho Chi Minh Trail. But in reality, enemy patrols with tracking dogs move through the jungle. Radio chatter static plays as MACV-SOG soldiers realize they're being hunted. The mission shifts from observation to survival. They were being hunted the moment they touched the ground. Enemy patrols, tracking units, dogs. If a team was discovered, the mission changed instantly, from reconnaissance to survival. And survival wasn't guaranteed. Some teams were outnumbered 10 to 1, or worse. Radio contact was fragile, extraction was never certain, and if things went wrong, it happened fast. Soldiers fade away into the jungle, leaving only empty gear behind. Newspaper headlines read, "No story," and never happened. The jungle swallows all evidence of their presence. Entire teams could disappear in the jungle, with no trace, no headlines, no public acknowledgement, because officially, those missions never happened. These were called deniable operations. If captured, the US government would deny involvement. No rescue missions across borders, no prisoner exchanges. You were on your own. Men were sent into missions knowing if they didn't come back, they might never be acknowledged at all. Thousands of these missions were carried out, deep inside territory that wasn't supposed to be part of the war. The intelligence they gathered shaped airstrikes, disrupted supply lines, and exposed how the war was really being fought. But for years, their story stayed hidden, locked behind classification. A war within a war, fought in silence. Today, more details are being uncovered, but even now, not everything is known, because some operations were never written down, and some stories never made it back. So the question is, how much of this hidden war is still buried? Subscribe to Shadow Warfare for more stories they never wanted you to hear.